Okay. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Academy Sports Show on the correct day. It is a Monday. It is 7 o'clock. We are live. Come in with us. Enjoy the stream because you, my friend, are the best part of the day. And if you heard that, that is because I hit the notification bell when I subscribed to the Academy Sports Show. I got my notification. Did you get yours?
Notification.
Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Academy Sports Show. Find the caricatures of our faces, subscribe to them, and trigger that bell. That way, you get a notification every time we go live. Make sure you follow us on our modes of social media, being IG and Facebook, all at Academy Sports Show. We are your sports show's favorite sports show, and you know why I know that? Because I just do. All right, you understand me? So if you're watching live right now, either on Joel's Facebook or by YouTube, make sure you share. Tag your favorite sports fans in it. Tag the guy that or girl that you butt heads with the most, and we can get this on in the comment section on today. All right, so if you were with us last week, we had a show Monday. We had a show Thursday. Man, it was great. Great draft show. If you stuck around for the whole 2 hours, we appreciate it. We went all the way to the Mac Jones pick, all the way to the Patriots pick. Lots of ups and downs, lots of peaks and valleys on that one. But it was a great show nonetheless. If you want to see that show previously, make sure, once again, it's the YouTube, and go ahead and click that and see what our reaction was to your favorite team's pick. And shout out to my man's Perry for hopping on the live with us at the Broncos pick. That was his favorite team, so we brought him on the live. If you feel some type of way and you got something to say, or you want to get something off your chest, we can definitely shoot you that link. Just put your Gmail in the comment section, and we will shoot you that link, and you can be live on the Academy Sports Show with myself and Joel. Speaking of Joel Williams, it's the man, the myth, the legend himself, the other half of Academy Sports Show, Joel Williams.
What's good, everybody? It's good to be back. Rainy day in the D. 80 degrees yesterday, though. Beautiful day. Beautiful. All in all, beautiful weekend. So we're trying to get to May, man. Dennis, what's up, man? All the way out from Vegas. Man, I saw that man on IG this weekend, bro, with his kids out in the backyard in the little pool and stuff. Having a good time, enjoying that beautiful Vegas weather.
What's that Vegas weather like? What's
Man.
that like?
We got to get out there, bro. So what's good, everybody, man? Welcome to the show tonight. As you heard Dre say, coming off of the Super Bowl show, man, listen, he undersold that. Thanks for bringing that up, Dennis. He undersold that. Go back and check out the show from last week. If you want to see one of the greatest reactions of all reactions, that is not meant to be a reaction. Like, he talked so much about not reacting, and still somehow, some way, this man loves the Lions so much that when they picked this 7, we still got a reaction for the classic pick. Hey, mama, the classic pick of Penei. I don't even know his last name.
Sewell.
Penei Sewell.
Yes.
Out of Oregon.
Yes.
Arguably, and I say that wholeheartedly, the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Yes.
So, yes, once again, the Lions did not fail us. So, if you want to see, man, y'all go back and check out the show from last week. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen you guys on a Monday. Last time we were together on a Monday was April 19th. So, we got a great show ahead for you tonight. We're back to our normal digs here in the Academy Sports Studio. The draft is over. We got to talk about it, of course. We're going to do a little recap for you. We're going to give out grades tonight for our favorite teams. And there are a couple of storylines coming out of the draft. Right before the draft began, there was a bombshell. Boom! That dropped. Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay, according to Adam Schefter. That makes people like Dre very happy because his favorite team resides in the NFC North. We have not heard from Aaron Rodgers. The quote was, Aaron Rodgers has told others that he wants out of Green Bay. Yep. So we will talk as that news has been developing over the weekend. Head coach Matt LaFleur has spoken up. General manager has spoken up. A lot of people talking. A lot of people saying what they feel. So we'll give our 2 cents on that. Plus, there's a lot of talking going on in the association right now. Play-in tournament. What is that, you say? We don't know. It's the first time ever that has ever happened, and it's happening this year. I believe seeds, is it 7 through 10? 7 through 11? Something like that. Basically, we'll be playing. So we will talk play-in tournament. New topic for discussion. Play-in tournament. A lot of players speaking up. Not a lot of people happy about this. It's some big names giving their 2 cents, and there's a lot of fussing going on. We'll give our 2 cents as well. I got to think about NBA players fussing. They always fussing about stuff. We'll talk about that. Plus, we return one of our favorite games, a fan favorite, listener favorite, What the Meme, that and much more tonight on the Academy Sports Show.
All right.
Cleveland!
I don't even know who y'all picked. Who did y'all pick? Well, we get there. I don't know. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure, once again, share. Sharing grows the community. Or just tag your favorite sports fan and get them up in here because you know they always got something to say because you know we always got something to say. So, like Joe said, man, with the breakdown, it's what the meme. Then we'll do our draft grades. So I got you, Dennis, man. Just hold on with us, and I'll let you know. Did I stand pat, or am I going to flip flop? We'll find out next. So the next Dragon Ball Z. But coming up next. We got what the meme, like Joe said, it was a favorite. This one it's a lot of football in this one. It's some basketball in there, but it's a lot of football in this one too. So hope you guys enjoy it. The first one up is a nostalgia pick. All right, not necessarily building a team here. We can only build so many teams. All right, on these memes. So this one is a nostalgia pick.
Team this week?
Well, I got some on here. But I like to pick the 5 that'll mix it up each week. So this week's first one is, what is the best sports movie ever? So what is your personal favorite? You ain't got to stick to one. What's something that if you see on TV, you go, man, I'm going to watch this. It's just going to be on. It's going to be on in the background, or I'm just keep watching it, or, the go-to, the one that, or maybe it's a tearjerker. Maybe it makes you feel your feelings. Who knows? What's your favorite sports movie?
Favorite sports movie? This is a good one. This one helps me make some choices because I like what I see here. Got a couple of classics.
So I wrote down a couple.
I gotta, man, you hit me on the spot. I might have to go to the laptop on this one just to make sure I don't forget.
I wrote down a couple because my criteria for my favorite sports movies is if it came on, I'm gonna watch it. Like if it's on TNT or TBS or USA or HBO, I can't cut this off right now for what. I know what's gonna happen, but I still want to watch it.
Okay.
Or I seek it out, I want to watch it. So Ralph was already in the chat. What's up, brethren? He said I have a few. Above the Rim, the program. I can give it a few for each report. So
this is hard, bro.
I enjoy Rudy.
Rudy was good. Yeah,
I enjoy Rudy. If Rudy's on, I gotta watch it. It's long as hell, but I gotta watch it because I gotta see him jump off sides and make that tackle.
It was on the other day, and Mo and I watched it a little bit. I agree.
Remember the Titans. That's definitely one. You gotta if it's on, I gotta watch it.
Yep.
42. I really enjoy 42. That's a movie that when my oldest son comes of age to teach him about the world that was and is, That's a movie we got to sit down and watch together because that will make you feel your feelings in ways that you do not want to feel. You understand me? Like, just to see what that man went through is lesser men would have crumbled, you know? And then my random one, because I watched it the other day because it was on TBS. Don't judge me. Everybody, no judgment. Okay? It's The Legend of Bagger Vance. Listen, I gotta watch that movie. I love that movie. I don't know why. It's always on. It's always on TV.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why.
I love that. I love that movie. No? All right. I guess I should have said it out loud.
There's a reason why that's always on. It's not because of its popularity.
I love that movie. He was there to help Jonah. He was there to get him through that. He just appeared and then disappeared. Now, little country boy, come on, Jonah, you can do it. No? Right.
Okay, so side question. How many of you have ever seen The Legend of Bagger Vance? Like, so Ralph just said, never seen it.
Listen.
Like, you knew something was wrong when you started with Don't Judge Me.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
It's a good golf movie. There's not a lot of good golf movies out here. That's a good golf movie.
Wow. Dennis says, no water boy. Any Given Sunday. Kobe, Jesus. What? I don't
Shuttlesworth?
know. Oh, oops. Ring doorbell. Sorry.
Jesus Shuttlesworth?
Maybe he's talking about He Got Game. Is that Jesus Shuttlesworth?
Maybe.
Dennis, Rocky of all time. Yep.
I could never get. You know. I've seen him, but if I never saw it again, I'll be okay.
No. Okay, so it looks like he was referring to Ray Allen, aka Jesus Shuttlesworth. Jesus. That was a great movie. Mama V says Brian's song, Gail Sayers and Brian Piccolo. No?
Piccolo. Never seen it.
It's a good movie.
Never seen it.
Ralph is still laughing. No, I'm just kidding. The Legend of Bagger Vance. There you go. It's on the Golf Channel every day.
Love that movie, man. I don't own it or anything. I just like it.
Ralph says Rocky's number 1. Everyone except number 5. Man, there are so many sports movies that I mean, I love sports so much that I don't know that I have a favorite.
Like as a kid, Sandlot and Rookie of the Year. Those are my favorite movies as a kid, you know?
Yeah, those are awesome movies as a
Funky
kid.
Butt Loving.
Yeah, but man, listen, there are so. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. Let's see. Off of the list you put up, Sandlot's classic. Space Jam, I love Space Jam, but it wasn't. It's not. It wasn't one that creates nostalgia for me. Like there's Space Jam 2 coming out. I'm like, oh, I gotta go see. Like Coming to America did this. Mm-hmm. I'm not like too amped about the whole Space Jam situation, but okay. Let's see. Remember the Titans classic. Remember the Titans actually gets me here every time I watch it because of like the anger and the the ignorance of people.
Yeah.
Back then. But I Googled just all time movies and like literally everyone on this list so far, I would watch any of these again. My wife will tell you when sports movies are on, give me sports movies or give me shooting and military movies, and I'm watching those boys over and over again. But here are some: Friday Night Lights, classic. Miracle, the hockey one, classic.
Never seen it.
Oh, do you believe in miracles? Oh, you gotta see it, bro. You gotta see it.
The only hockey movie worth it is Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks 2, Return of the Quack. They're like as a kid, man. I'm a kid.
Listen,
it's a kid movie for me.
I guarantee you tonight. I guarantee you're off for the next few days. I guarantee you. Pull up Miracle.
My homework is to watch Miracle this week.
Watch Miracle. You will like Miracle. As a coach, you'll like it. And then it's a true story.
Okay.
So Dennis said, log out, Dre. Oh man, Leonardo said Brian's song was a tearjerker, but y'all too young to know about. I know about Brian's song,
I
Leonardo.
don't know nothing about no Brian.
Dre doesn't know about Brian's song. Let's see. You said Remember Times, bro. The Blind Side, great movie. Every time it comes on, I'm watching.
The Blind Side. Is that Sandra Bullock?
Yeah.
They just made him too stupid. Like he was really stupid in that movie. Like I feel like he wasn't really that stupid, was he?
I don't know.
Okay.
AB though, it's based on a true story. You ever seen Moneyball?
Yeah, I like Moneyball.
Okay, there you go, Moneyball. Major League.
Yeah.
So well, that's a hometown thing for me. Major League 1, Major League 2. Those are all me all day. It's too high.
I couldn't put them low. You wouldn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing. White Man Can't Jump's a classic. Coach Carter. I cried bro. Coach Carter got me. What's the poem? What's your biggest fear?
Yeah.
My biggest fear is that man, when he got up and said that in the gym, I'm just sitting there like, oh, hold on, tears. You said Rudy already. Let me see.
BET played Coach Carter every night. Next up on BET is Coach Carter, followed by Baby Boy.
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Bull Durham, classic.
Never seen it.
Yeah, you're too young. Any Given Sunday was said in the chat. Glory Road. You never seen Glory Road?
What is that?
That's the story about Texas whatever.
Is that the plane crash one?
No, that's Marshall.
Okay.
You got it. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I see that one.
Okay. Glory Road is the one about Texas Southern University beating Kentucky.
Oh, what the fives? Black starting five?
Starting five?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Okay. All right. Let me see a couple more real quick. Let's see what else came up. We Are Marshall. You said about that. Oh, Bad News Bears, old school classic. Yeah. I used to watch that one. Now, I used to watch that when I was a kid. It used to come on TBS. Oh, University of Texas El Paso. Was it really? I used to watch Bad News Bears, the original one, on TBS when I was a kid. It used to come on all the time. Field of Dreams, Build It.
That Tom Selleck or what is it? No. That's another guy with a mustache. There's somebody on there.
What, Field of Dreams?
No, Bad News Bears.
Was it Selleck? I don't think. Let me see. Bad News Bears is Walter Matthau, Jackie Haley.
I guess
like the original one. You got to see the original.
Okay.
But yeah, so a lot of good classes. I don't know that, like I said, I don't know that I have one. But any of these are on, I'm probably watching.
Okay.
I think it was it Texas Southern or was it Texas El Paso? Now you got me thinking about it. Glory.
I thought it was Texas. It's Texas Southern. Sounds right.
Ralph's got me thinking about it now. I made a mistake.
I saw that Ben Affleck new movie on the plane when I went to Texas last month.
Texas Western.
And that one was pretty good.
Texas Western, and they became UTEP. They did. Good call, Ralph. You said which one?
The new one that came out with Ben Affleck as the coach.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was decent. I liked it.
Okay. I had to check that out.
Yeah.
I saw Without Remorse over the weekend.
Oh, was it good?
It was a good Amazon movie.
3.5 out of 5.
Yeah. He was a little he's like super serious at the beginning. He was a little you had to kind of adjust to this version of Michael B. Jordan. Like when you're so used to him being like Marvel character. Yeah, it was.
Now the commercial made it seem dope. Like when he blew up the car and then went into the car.
Got in the car.
Like I was like, all right, that's cold. I like that.
It's cold. It's impossible, but I love like movies like that just do crazy, wild stuff like Fast and Furious, man. Dennis at the beginning of the movie had me pissed. Yeah, it was. It comes on like super strong at the beginning. You're like, but if you hang on to it, it doesn't. It's 3.5 out of 5.
It's what?
3.5 out of 5.
Oh, I thought you said it's 3.5 hours.
Oh no.
I'm like, bro, Endgame wasn't even that long.
No, I wasn't doing that. But I'll tell you this. I'm sorry to mess up our what to mean. We'll get back to it. I'll tell you this. watch the whole movie. I was talking to somebody today about it, and they stopped at the credits. And I was like, oh, you didn't see the end. So they pulled a Marvel on you, and they put an extra piece at the end.
Gotcha. So. All right, so they're trying to make him into somebody. It looks
like.
You
know, the Tom Clancy movies tend to be a series of movies, kind of like what was the one last year with the white guy that came on Amazon? He was the agent. They did two. They did two of those.
They did 2 movies and made it into a series.
Yeah, I liked it, and both movies I liked those. I remember the book. I read the Tom Clancy books when I was a kid.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
All right, next up.
What the mean, ladies and gentlemen? Start 2, bench 1, cut. Oh, here you go.
Football time.
Oh, bro.
Start 2, bench 1, cut 1. We got Jason Taylor, Miami Dolphins legend. The Freak, Javon Curse, Tennessee Titans legend. Julius Peppers, Carolina Panthers legend. And Dwight Freeney, Mr. Spinneroonie himself, Colts legend. Start 2, bench 1, cut 1. The two I know I'm starting.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know.
It's on the bottom.
I know who I'm cutting.
I'm starting Julius and I'm starting Dwight. I'm starting them 2 on either side. I'm starting those 2. I'm taking the Freak off the bench and I'm cutting Jason Taylor.
Okay. I'm starting the Freak and I'm starting Peppers. It's just there's just no way that anything's beating those 2 guys. I'm benching Freeney as he's going to be the sub, and I am also cutting Jason Taylor.
Okay.
But I can't not start Peppers and the Freak. The visor and the Freak. Wraps.
There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go with that.
Yeah. I almost cut Freeney though.
Why you cut Freeney?
I almost did. Cause like
Freeney.
Man, Jason Taylor was a dog, bro. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean,
he is, but
I almost cut Freeney, bro.
I feel like Freeney did more in less years.
Yeah, I also feel like Freeney was a one-move wonder. Like the spin move is what it was.
I mean, but he held that boy for like 8 seasons, 7, 8 seasons. Nobody can stop it. I feel like Jason Taylor's sacks in his career was real quiet. Like he was always on a bad team. He got the numbers, but like it was just real. There's no ferocity with it. It was just, I'm gonna go ahead and get these numbers.
Yeah, it was more like the really good guy on the bad team. They're gonna be the 8th seed every year in the NBA. It's like that guy whose numbers are just what they are. Although you got to also say this. That's disrespectful. We Chris Boshed him, but you got it. But there is something too, right? Like your team's bad, so he probably faced a lot of double teams.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably got schemed against a lot, and he still had a Hall of Fame career. So there is something to say about that. But yeah, he doesn't. You don't remember him as this like opposing figure that you were scared. Like it's Jason Taylor. It was like it's Jason Taylor, but it's the Dolphins.
All right.
So wait, Leonardo, who's he starting? Are you starting Peppers and Tatum? I mean Taylor.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting Peppers and Taylor.
Who are you cutting then? Because now I want to know if you're keeping Taylor on the team, which one of these are the other 3 getting cut?
Keeping Taylor. No Dwight Freeney love, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he started. Okay. All right. I got $15. Here we go.
This is I'm a go with the crowd on this one. You understand me? Some of these guys are out of my wheelhouse. Some of them is, some of them aren't.
You going college?
I'm going college ball. I'm going your wheelhouse, college ball. You guys pick this one apart, all right? You got $15 to build your all-time college basketball lineup.
Oh, woo, brother.
And the
Okay,
$5, we got guys like Pistol Pete and Larry Bird.
Yeah, like first of all,
And I'm $4.
I'm only picking the guys I actually saw play. I cannot comment on Maravich and Pistol Pete and Lou Alcindor. But
if this was the guys I knew, then my team would suck.
Oh man,
my team would be all the dollar players.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to try to actually go one per line.
Okay.
So I'm taking Magic off the $5 line. Man, where's Perry at? Because I'm not taking Jordan today. I mean, Jordan was the story of Jordan's rise, right? Has the classic, has the moment where he makes the jump shot, but they don't go back and pull up Jordan highlights. They pull up a Jordan highlight when they tell his story. So these guys on this line were dominant. Woo! I'm going Magic, Manning. Gee whiz. Leitner.
The hated Leitner.
Man, Tim Duncan at Wake Forest. My goodness, talk about boring. I need a. Oh no, I don't. I'm going Carmelo. Nah, he was just a freshman wonder. Now I'm gonna go 2 point guard lineup. So I'm gonna go Kidd and then J. Will. So I'm going J. Will, J. Kidd.
Where you put Magic?
Manning and Magic.
Magic playing the 3 and Manning at the 4?
Manning will play the 3. Magic will play the 3, or Magic will play the 0.5.
You got a team of point guards.
Yeah, Leitner's going to play the 5. Manning's going to play the 4. Magic will play the 3. J. Kidd and Jay Williams. Really, J. Kidd and Magic are going to run point. Jay Williams is going to be a shooter. Listen, Jay Williams, bro, before he got hurt in the motorcycle accident, hey, man, that dude was really, really good. But, yeah, I'll take those. Oh, then they got J.J. Redick out here. He was a killer shooter.
Psycho T.
Ralph said there's not enough shooting guards on this list. Oh, Perry's here. Hey, he said blasphemous. Come on, man. Are you really taking Jordan, bro?
You can't take Jordan on every team. You can't do it.
I love Jordan too, and I'll say he's the greatest of all time. But bro, we really have only seen one Jordan highlight from college. I've actually never seen any more highlights besides the one game where he hit the jump shot. Perry probably has. I'm about to YouTube this. Are there other highlights of Jordan in college? I watched every video from the 80s and 90s, so Come Fly With Me and all of those. And literally the one college highlight they had in there was the jump shot.
I mean, D-Wade's Marquette run. I mean, that was
a nice run, but he's not gonna make my all-time list. Ralph says Len Bias was better than Jordan in college. That's a valid argument. You can't take Jordan at everything. Maybe we'll see if he comments. But I think that's what I'm riding with. But man, listen, Magic and Bird in college were ridiculous.
I was about to say, if I was gonna make up a team, the $10 would go to Magic and Bird, right?
Yeah, you take those 10 and then go to the dollar line.
Yeah, and just try to figure everything else out.
You go Magic, Bird, then go Duncan. That's 12.
Then you need two $1.
Yep. There you go.
Williams and Redick.
And Battier. You did 3 people off the $1.
No, you got 3 already. You got Magic and Bird, and then
that's 10.
And then you said somebody else. Magic and Bird.
Tim Duncan on the $2 line. That's 12.
Duncan, yeah. Magic, Bird, Duncan.
There you go. That's 12.
That's 135. And then you put Jay Williams at the 2, and Battier or Anthony Davis at the 4.
Oh God! Oh, what does the chat say? Okay, so Dennis said, "Where's Stackhouse?" He's just not on this meme, I guess.
That's what the meme says, man.
Perry says MJ, Magic, AD, Big Fundamental, and Melo. Best man in my wedding, bro. But why is MJ? He was the number 3 pick in 1984. That's enough for me, MJ, all day. That's because the Bulls saw something in him.
All day.
It wasn't just because. Back then, there was only like 12 picks in the draft. Oh, my God. Let's look at this team again. He's picking AD. Okay, so you're picking AD off the
5, 9, 10, 12, 14. Is that's I don't think that's 15.
You got $1 left.
Yeah, $1 left.
Huh, that's an interesting team. And the Carmelo pick's interesting too for a lot of people because he was part of that run, but you got to you think back to it. He carried him. Yeah, he carried him. Let's see. Perry said, "I'm not being objective at all."
Not at all. Not at all.
That's classic. Oh wow.
All right.
That's a good one right there.
Nobody caping up for Pistol Pete or Hayes.
I'm surprised Leonardo didn't cape up. Leonardo's the one talking about we were too young to watch what's his name? Brian's song. Ralph said McNamara was better than Melo.
Ooh.
Stop it.
I remember him too. Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Hey, you might have something. Go stats. Nobody
saw Bill Walton.
Throw it down, big man.
Throw it down.
Throw it down. More of an entertaining sportscaster.
All right, next up.
Build a lineup. $15 again, huh?
Another 15.
Wait, okay, these are columns? Is it $5 columns? Woo! Wait a minute. These are $5. So I can only pick one person from the $5 column?
Yeah. I mean, it's just build a lineup for 15. The columns go, instead of left to right, they go up and down.
Up and down. Ooh-wee.
Build a lineup. QB, running back, receiver, tight end.
QB, running back, receiver, tight end.
You know where my $5 going. You understand me?
My $5 is going the same place your $5.
Listen, my $5 is going straight to QB. You dig? All right? 5. All right? I'm going 5 Brady. And then I'm going to swing over to that $1 and pick up LT. All right? Listen, people be sleeping on LaDainian. I don't know why. LaDainian Thompson was a bad boy.
Sure was.
He was a bad boy. So I'm going, he can run it. He can catch it. He was between the tackles. He's outside the tackles. Nothing against the rest of these guys. All these guys are Hall of Famers, all-time greats. But for my dollars, for my money, I'm LT. You understand? All right. So I'm going to go Brady LT. That's $6. You know I'm going to get Randy. So where I'm at, that's 10, right? So I got $5 left. Then I'm gonna go Julio.
Do I need all the players' positions filled?
I'm gonna go Julio and then Shannon. I think, right? That's enough, right? Brady 5, Thomason 6.
Do I have to have one at every position?
Randy would be 10. Yeah. 13 would be Julio. Then I got $2 left and I'm taking Shannon.
See, this is different because if they're basketball players, I could be like, oh, he's going to play the 3.
No. Perry, they didn't have a meme with John Elway. I'm sorry.
Hey man, Elway's one of the greatest to do it too, but he never gets the respect because they lost so many Super Bowls originally. I think that's why I think it is because they lost so many times early, and then he got too late. And a lot of people believe that's also because he had TD on his team.
Yeah, that line and that running back.
Yeah, you can plug anybody in. Woo! All right, Ralph is speaking.
Ralph coming in hot. I love it. Oh, he went $1. He saved his money on the quarterback and went and got Barry.
Of course he did.
He saved his money on the QB. I'm gonna go ahead and give me Barry.
So this is hard for me. This is hard, bro. And I'm gonna just go across the board because I'm just gonna pick from each column. Forget it. That'll make my life easier. So I'm gonna have to give up somebody. So I gotta go Brady. Then I'm going Jim Brown.
You ain't never seen Jim Brown play.
Bro, have you seen Jim Brown highlights?
The man had 2 bars on his helmet.
Hey, bro, exactly. And nobody ever touched his head like they did. Have you ever seen these highlights of this man, bro?
That's such a homer pick.
And so what? I don't hear you talking about Ralph going with Barry.
I didn't pick Megatron.
You wouldn't pick Megatron over Randy Moss.
I wouldn't.
Okay,
so stop I would not.
Stop it. And if I'm in this row, I'm not picking anybody over Jim Brown, who's some would argue is the greatest player to ever play the game. He just so happens to have played for the Cleveland Browns. Just don't ask him for a ribs.
Just don't ask him for what ribs.
You get the bill. You get the bill for that. In the $3 category, ooh, do I want the monstrosity of Julio or do I want Terrell Owens, who cried and gave his passion?
He cried. That was an emotional game.
Man, I'm going Brady, Jim Brown, Julio, Chris Carter, touchdowns all day. And for $1, I already got my running back. So $1, there's my tight end. I'll go Jason Witten.
Sounds like you're stuck with Jason Witten.
I am. I'll go Dennis Hudson. I don't even
check down Charlie himself.
I don't even know his name's Dennis Hudson.
Jason Witten ain't never went and go get it in day of his life.
Nope.
I'm gonna throw it up. You go get it. All these other dudes go get it. Jason like, I'm gonna stay here at this 7-yard line and you go head it to me. I'm gonna fall.
Yep, that's my squad. I'm gonna have to ride with Witten, but yeah, I got Chris Carter catching touchdowns. Julio is unguardable. Jim Brown is Jim Brown and the GOAT. I win. I win because your running back situation is not as good as mine. I dare you to argue that LaDainian Thompson was better than Jim Brown. I dare you to say it. Be that guy. Be that guy.
Better than yours.
I'm sorry?
My tight end is better than yours.
My tight end's better than yours.
My tight end's better than yours. And my receiving core is better than yours.
Who you got, Moss and who?
I got Moss and Julio.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Hey, listen, Chris Carter, you know what they used to say about him? All he did was catch touchdowns. All right, let's see what we got. Both Peytons.
Sharp, Moss, Julio.
Sharp, Moss, Julio.
6.
That's a pretty good team.
7, 8.
That's a pretty good team.
12.
Manning and Walter. And then Julio and Moss. There's your wide receiver combo with Sharp, who's probably I'm about to say the best tight end on
Not
the
over
board.
Tony.
Not over Tony or over Gronk.
Yeah.
But he had to go. He had to get him a Bronco in there, though.
Listen, but hey, when the game's on the line, you're gonna lose because Peyton Manning throws interceptions in those moments.
Leonardo says he's going Sanders, Montana, Gates, A.B. Tomlinson.
I can't talk about Joe Montana.
Hey, you can't.
I
And I relinquished the fight because the GOAT did it one more time, but Montana's up there for me.
Listen, you go Brady or Joe, you got a solid squad anywhere coming down.
It's a wrap. It's wraps.
Because the rest of these guys are all A1 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hold Chris Carter in high esteem. You know,
should.
You know, but hey,
do I need to pull up some Chris Carter highlights for you?
Those would be the most boringest highlights ever.
All the man did was catch touchdowns.
I feel like his highlights have that. That's
a didn't hit, sir. That's off of TNT the other night. Don't do him like that.
I feel like that's all his highlights will have on it.
That wasn't a fair shot for you. Bro, all he did was catch touchdowns. That man had hands.
Yeah, that's cool, but every other receiver on here is way more dynamic than he is. Instead of Larry. Him and Larry are probably in the same boat. The rest of these guys, they on a whole nother stratosphere. I don't know nothing about no D Hudson, but the rest of these guys are on a whole different stratosphere.
Hey man, Leonardo just pointed it out. I'm just saying, when it came to them toe touch catches, this dude caught everything.
But all these guys can do that. Are you saying he's a better catcher of the ball than DeAndre Hopkins or Antonio Brown or Julio Jones or Megatron or T.O. or Randy Moss or Jerry Rice? They all catch the ball. Like, he does his job well. Good job for you.
Hey, there's a reason he's in this meme. Just like there's a reason D. Hudson's in this meme. We just don't know why.
And why Larry Fitzgerald is $5. He's never getting picked.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. Why is he $5?
Nobody's wasting $5 on Larry Fitzgerald.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think this is the last one. All right, last one. You're a GM asked with building a team around one of these duos, but whoever you don't pick goes to your division rivals. Who you got? And who's the worst option? I didn't see that part. I just saw the who you got part. So you're the GM. You can have the duo of Jalen Ramsey and Ed Reed to start your team off. You can have the duo of Jonathan Ogden and Saquon Barkley. Or you can have the duo of Travis Kelce, Larry Fitzgerald, or the duo of Bruce Smith and Aaron Donald. Which duo are you taking to build your team around?
Whoever you don't pick goes to your rivals. Who's your worst option? Apparently, Hudson was the original Jerry Rice, according to Leonardo. Thank you. Well, I'll tell you this. My worst option is going to be
Kelce and Fitz.
No, man. Hey, listen, Fitz is like a pass catcher, bro. Like Fitz is quintessential, like Hall of Fame longevity. Kelce's the man.
Too much Fitz hate. I got it. I didn't mean to do that. I overstocked on the Fitz hate. Had to get pushback on that.
Yeah, like he's not $5, but yeah, right there you did go too far. No, to me the worst option is going to be Ogden and Saquon. To me, I'm building where you got to build if you want to win, and that's in the trenches. So I'm going Smith and Donald to build with. I'll take those two to start, and everybody else can have my rivals can have these guys. But whoever your quarterback is, good luck. Yeah, but my worst option is going to be Saquon and Ogden. Those other guys are, these will go down as top 5 players. Yeah, well, Larry's top 10, but Ed Reed can go down as one of the greatest safeties ever. Ramsey's he's going to be that good. He still is. He will be when he's done. Kelce when he's done. But Bruce and Aaron, raps.
Okay. You know where I was going before you said something.
You nervous about Bruce Smith for what? No, where are you going?
I was going with the 20s. I was going with the 20s.
Building your team from the safety position down, huh?
Yeah, I was
Safety at corner.
I was going with Ed and Jalen right off the rip. Like, yeah, that's a cold squad. Ain't nobody throwing on me. But then I read the rest of the thing, right? The rest of it says, well, whoever you don't pick goes to your division rivals. You don't really need a safety in the corner because there's no really,
Thank you.
When I go against the team that got Kelsey and Fitz, that's the only really time I really need anybody super dynamic. But at the same time, I don't need all-time greats to shut these guys down now. I don't think. So I think I'm going to go with the consensus here. I'm gonna take the big boys because you can't run that thing and you can't throw that thing because we gonna disrupt it.
The D line it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Like these two are we got a couple of interesting folks out here like Kobe, who's consistently interesting. Kelsey and Fitz, you're taking? Sure, go ahead, do that. What exactly are you nervous about with Bruce Smith? Oh, you're nervous about getting sacked by him. You should be. Feel free to change your pick at any time. Perry says Smith and Donald.
Yeah.
Ralph Smith and Donald.
Yeah, I think that's the best play here. I'm real tempted by the 20s, though. I'm real tempted.
You should be. That would be the second group I'd take.
Like them visors in the backfield. Oh man, that's.
Jalen really doesn't want to come down and hit you though. Like he'll lick a receiver. Jalen's not sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong.
But he'll stick Fitz though. Fitz won't catch no balls.
Correct.
And Ed will definitely come down and smack Travis Kelce.
Correct.
In his mouth as hard as he can. And then Ed's a punt returner too.
He's a pick six machine.
But I want to pick the 20. I want to pick my DBs very badly.
Yeah, apparently Kobe forgot. Offense just scores the points. Defense wins championships, sir.
So
take it from me, an OC. Defense wins championship.
So I don't know. Ask Tom Brady. All right, well. That's the last one on What the Meme, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, that's the last one. All right. So thank you guys for playing this week. I think next week we're gonna dive into the spicy ones, the controversial memes.
Oh,
I think we're gonna dive into the if Jordan had this, if LeBron had this.
Oh boy.
I think we're gonna hit the debate train hard on these next ones.
All right, y'all heard it.
Hit us next week.
That means this man done seen some stuff.
We can only make so many teams for $15.
All right, bring your A game next week because we talking that talk.
So, but we appreciate you guys playing What the Meme. Thank you so much. If you just joined us again, thanks for all those who hung out with us for the draft show on Thursday. It was a great show. If you haven't seen it, check it out on YouTube. It is up and posted. That was 2 hours of good fun that Thursday. We are back with you guys on Monday. If you are watching live on Facebook or if you're watching live on YouTube, make sure you share or you just tag your favorite sports friend in the show so we can get them in the chat as well. The more the merrier. And shout out to our guy Perry, man. He got into the feed last week and talked his talk and upped his Broncos, and I got a little backstory on the Michael Jordan stuff, so I appreciate it. And make sure you guys know all you got to do is shoot the link, man. Shoot your Gmail or email or whatever that is, and we'll get you a link if the topic moves you. All right, so let's make that hard pivot over to the NFL not permanently, but make it over to the NFL where we talk about the NFL draft that happened on Thursday and this weekend. How did your team do? What is your draft grades? So in the chat, make sure you put your team and the grade that you think your team deserves. who's the steal of the draft, topics like that. Right now, we're really free flowing right now. So if there's a topic, if there's a guy who went somewhere or didn't go somewhere, just put it in the chat. We will address it as so. But let's just start personally with our teams, man. How'd your Brownies do?
Man, I thought they did great. I thought the pundits were a little disrespectful with the grades. I saw a lot of like B's, B minuses, B's. Like, bro, so that's how it is when your team's good now. And the draft really is just supplemental for us, you know. But, okay.
Don't crash. No, listen. This is the first time y'all ever had expectations. You understand me? Don't get too big now. Don't get too big,
man. So I like the picks because, I'm giving them an A minus. I like the picks.
Okay.
I like the pickups at corner. I like the pickups at linebacker. To me, the glaring need was linebacker. A lot of stuff I read, a lot of people were saying like they need to address the defensive end spot, but I felt like they were addressing that through free agency with Clowney.
I thought they got two pretty good defensive ends.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But some of the stuff I read was, they got to draft, the defensive end spot or whatever. But Clowney, Tack McKinley are there. But to me, it's like last year I was thinking about like what were the two areas on defense that we really needed help was at linebacker with speed and being able to play in space. And when you play in a division where Lamar Jackson is, and I remember that Monday night game where we battled, but this dude came out the locker room from pooping and he from cramping. I'm sorry, he said it was cramping. And he scores. He runs that play and kills us. So it's like that situation, and then corner. Going into that Kansas City game, I was scared to death. They had that one guy. I was like, please don't throw this side. Please don't throw this. I think Jackson or something like that.
Killed him every play.
Yeah, so it's like you could never have too much depth at those positions. And they went out and got more corners. They went out and got linebackers, and I was really happy with their pickup. So I gave them an A minus. But yeah, it was different. It was a different type of draft because we were definitely picking up players for the long term because of the signings that we had during the offseason.
All right. Eliminator's already in the chat. His team is the Steelers. He gives them an A. That's Najee Harris pick, tight end from Penn State and center, which we were needed in the improved running game.
I just have one question. Yeah, y'all got a center, but what about the rest of that line? I know Pouncey retired, right?
Yep.
So you needed the center, I get it. But the rest of the line could not look like. I felt bad last year for running backs, even the ones that did end up playing for the Steelers because the O-line was just not good. But they still have to get better there.
Yeah, all the things that I think I read about the Steelers were like, yeah, Najee Harris is a good pick, but you needed to address that offensive line really bad. But you gotta hopefully it's still that running back. Hopefully you can just make up a line, and you got Big Ben for one more year. We gotta spam in the chat. All right.
Great.
Good thing you guys can't see the chat. Yeah, our chat sees.
Oh, I just blocked it. Nice.
Cool. All right, that's dope. All right, so from the Lions side, man. So I may have.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I may have had a visceral reaction. That my homework needed to be done. That's all. I need to do some more homework. I took the weekend today, watched a lot of videos, watched a lot of pre-draft stuff, and I'm okay now. I'm good. I'm even keeled. I'm down. And I give the Lions a solid B+ for their draft. I give them a solid B+. I like the first round pick now. Me and Panay, we're like this now. We're like this. I like what I see. I'll be honest. I was ignorant to his stats and his draft grades and things of that nature. So I wasn't recognizing him as the best offensive lineman in the draft, or somebody had him top 1 or 2. It was his age is also a plus, but I give him a B plus because they addressed the offensive line. Now we're solid, all the way around 1 through 5. You got Decker on one side, you have Panay on the other side. You got Ragnarok and all the other guys filling out that line. You might have to get some more guards in there to compete, but it's good to have at least 4 out of the 5 cemented. So that's good. I really like the Oregon State running back in the last round. Add depth to that running back's room. We got an edge rusher. We got a linebacker on the second day. So, and then the receiver from USC, still looking up stuff about him, but not the dynamic receiver that I was looking for, but just another guy that you could probably just throw in a receiver room that can contribute. I understand what this year is going to be, so I'm not overly tripping. So it's just a year just to have these guys gain a year of experience, and hopefully one of these guys will break out. But I really think Micah Parsons was a one in a million pick. I feel like so just to move forward, I feel like the Cowboys really got the steal right there. I think he was a steal of the draft. Your guy Vander Esch is not getting picked back up didn't get his 5th-year option picked back up just because they got this guy. But I really like their pick.
That is interesting that so everybody who supports this Lions pick it sounds like everybody's trying to like reason with the idea that y'all need linemen. And it's like, that's true.
You also need linebackers. I understand that.
Y'all need other stuff more than you need offensive linemen.
I feel like it would have been too much to double dip at corner to get Surtain.
Okay, that's fair.
Or Horn. Like you want to see if
you could have got a receiver at 7.
Yeah, but like I said, I wasn't really like Smith was cool. Like I feel like Smith would have been a consolation prize. Like I don't think we'll see in Philadelphia what he does, but I feel like I just would have been okay with Smith. Like I feel like Panay could be a guy that's there on his 2nd and 3rd contract. I'm not sure if Smith is a 2nd or 3rd contract kind of player here. So
okay.
So I definitely got brainwashed over this weekend into believing that Panay Sewell is a once-in-a-generational talent, and the Lions did a great thing.
Oh, God. He become once-in-a-generation. Okay. Kobe says Panay is fine, but Goff has 0 wide receivers. Yes, we got one, but he's a rookie. And since we have very young linemen, one got injured in the first game, was a stud. Coaches just got to coach up young boys to be road graders.
Talking about the Steelers.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Ooh. Once in a generation, huh?
That's what they told me to say.
Oh, God.
This podcast is sponsored by the Detroit Lions. But I will say this front office and coaching staff, without playing it down, definitely has you can see their goal. You can see their vision. You can see the guys that they're bringing in. You can see the type of players that they want. So that is totally different from previous regimes where they pick guys or was pressured by the media to pick guys or just got the flashy pick. So this regime actually looks like they have a plan. And our GM and our coach being guys that were kind of put in this situation without the backgrounds of most people, you would think they would double and triple check their due diligence to reaffirm that the positions that they have are valid. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was put in a position that I really wanted, that people questioned that I was able to do, I would go really hard to make sure I did the right thing You know what I'm saying? So I feel like these guys are doing that, but that's without watching it down to football.
Yeah, because I mean, the right thing's relative, right? Like, you got to believe you're doing something.
Right.
So, I mean, you're gonna do what you do. Some are gonna think it's right. Some are gonna think, but you sound good though. You definitely have been
Oh,
drinking something this weekend.
I got lionized this weekend, drinking the Kool-Aid.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
All right, some other splashes. How you feel about these quarterbacks and what they're going to do for those top 5 quarterbacks? Any expectations out of those guys?
I mean, Trevor is the one that everybody's they're saying he's once in a generational, right? So I look for Trevor to have a Joe Burrow year, like where you're gonna see it, right?
Start day 1.
Yeah, oh for sure. I think it'll be interesting to see what the system is there. Like, is the Urban Meyer system? Is he carrying the system? Is he bringing in people to alter it for the NFL? That's always the transition for your college coach. Is does what you do in college work in the NFL, in the locker room and on the field, right? Mm-hmm. These are grown men. They're getting paid. They're professionals. They're not grinding like the college kid necessarily. They don't necessarily have to listen to you because you have a college football playoff ring and they don't have anything. You know, some of these can be Super Bowl players. They're vets. So it'll be interesting to see how he does as a coach with the locker room, with the team. But it'll be interesting to see, does the system work, right? So do you bring some version of like Clemson and Ohio State and Florida to the NFL with wrinkles? Then once you get it on film, how do the D coordinators adjust? So I don't know. I want to see if Trevor can have the Joe Burrow type year where we could see, even though the Bengals were bad, see Burrow was slinging that thing before he got hurt. Yeah. I think that's the best expectation you can have. The one quarterback that I am interested in seeing if he can really turn this franchise around and be their first ever like legit quarterback is Justin Fields in Chicago. So I want to see how that pans out. And I think from a like we'll see situation is you look at San Francisco and you wonder, is the Trey Lance situation going to really be, is it Kaepernick 2.0? Is that even fair to say? Yeah. Did they shock us and they look like gurus, or did they shock us and then now they look, and in a year or two they look like Trey Lance isn't what we all thought he was. So I think the kid in New York, I think that's another one of those where I think they had a really good draft, so I think they're just going to be successful because they're going to put pieces around him. They're building differently. Trevor's going to be good because Trevor's Trevor. I think the other two is the Trey Lance and the Justin Fields situation is going to be interesting.
Yeah, and I don't think Mac's going to see the field probably maybe until midseason if Cam really has to screw this up.
Yeah, Cam's going to be either really bad or he's going to be really hurt.
If Cam, like, even though I believe they went 8-8 or 7-9 last season, Cam had that real like 4 or 5 game really bad patch in the middle of the season, and they still didn't pull him for Stidham. Everybody liked Stidham. He was the guy that was there before. So if he still went through that rough patch now, I don't really see them pulling him for Mac Jones. Like for a rookie, I don't see Bill really doing that old school. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the reason Tom got a shot is because his starting quarterback got hurt.
So let's check out on the sideline. Never forget it.
So like it had to be a situation where like Cam got hurt and Stidham got hurt. Then you see Mac Jones. I don't think you see Mac Jones this year.
That's fair.
Justin Fields, man. Like I'm glad for his opportunity. They got some kind of resemblance of weapons out there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I trust the coaching staff. I feel like all the pundits were saying like this is just them trying to save their job. Like I don't know if they really believe in this kid or not. This is just them trying to buy more years, trying to develop a quarterback. If the kid shows flashes, if Andy Dalton starts sucking it up and Nick Foles breaks another ankle or, they throw this kid out here and they're still, 4 wins and he has a Jalen Hurts kind of Herculean effort, where he's slinging that thing but still losing games. That'll hopefully keep them their job for another year, and they can keep going, stuff like that. So
yeah, I think they should. I think if that happens too, I think they should be fired, and then then another coach can come in here and let's see what happens.
yeah. But I like the quarterback situation. I really didn't like Jacksonville. There was a theme. There was a theme in these couple of picks. Teammates reuniting. Joe Burrow and Chase reuniting. Waddle and Tua reuniting. Going back to back with Trevor Lawrence and ETN when you already had 1,000-yard rusher with with a guy last year. It's kind of a slap in the face to that guy. But
I was thinking that. I was like, isn't there a running back there already named Robinson, right?
Yeah, he killed in fantasy last year. Like, undrafted rookie guy came in and killed. So you follow that up with a second-round pick. Like, ETN has to play now. You understand? Like,
yeah,
he gave you 1,000 yards out of nowhere, and now you pick a guy at the second round when you could have used that pick to shore up your defense, shore up your offensive line. So that, to me, that was a little bit of a stretch there in Jacksonville. But, they was trying to keep teammates together for some kind of reason in these first couple rounds. All right. All right. Lawrence says Denver, and he gives them a C.
Yeah.
That's because Justin Fields was there, and they didn't take him.
Yeah, that was the disappointing part about that. And that makes sense because it seems like I'm just if I'm a Broncos fan, I'm struggling to hear the front office say we're riding with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. Like Teddy B was up and coming, right? He gets hurt, we get it, right? He comes back. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I'm definitely with him on that. You're going with Drew Lock and Teddy B, and like the offensive weapons that they have. And I think Perry texted me, I think on Saturday in rounds 2 and 3. Or no, was that? Yeah, no, Friday, I think he texted me. And he said they just drafted a running back. So that didn't make sense either. So, yeah, that's a tough one for me. I thought they were in a prime position to kind of really make a splash, get Justin Fields, and really kind of take that offense to the next level. Because like we were talking about on Thursday, that division is – I don't care about your defense. Y'all need to score points. Like Kobe's talking about how defense is going to work out. Yeah, man, listen, you're right. Offense win championships, and it's out in the AFC West. So,
yeah, like you putting Surtain in a like he's gonna go against Cheetah. Like where you like week 1. That's what you're doing to him.
I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, that's not a good look. You want to be able to score. I think the Chargers have that idea when they picked Herbert and loaded up offensively.
Yep.
I think the Raiders had that idea when they loaded up offensively, like Josh Jacobs and stuff like that. I feel like that your best team dictates how that division goes. That's why all those years it was like, bro, you going against Aaron Rodgers, like y'all got to have a dynamic defense to go against a guy like that. But whoever the bread is buttered in that division, that's who dictates the way you draft. And yeah, I agree. Denver getting to see. Especially if that's your favorite team and they had a franchise quarterback sitting there. I read an article saying that like Fields was there and they said that the Vikings were going to take him. But the Bears jumped him. That's why they moved up to take Justin Fields. So he was going to go to Minnesota the pick before or the pick after. So,
But that's why Denver didn't take him?
No, that's why the Bears moved up.
That's why the Bears moved up.
Yeah.
They thought Minnesota was going to take him.
Because they knew the Vikings were going to take him. Now, that would have been a way better situation to me. Like, you got Thielen, you got Dalvin Cook, you got a good line, you got a decent defense. Like,
and you're not playing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can sit behind Cousins for a year.
You can sit behind Cousins for sure.
That would have been a great pick. That would have been a great situation for him. I would have loved that for him personally. All right, let's move on to the bad man. I saw Joe Horn. He was mad because when his son got picked, all the news, the guys were talking about Aaron Rodgers instead of his son being picked. So he was mad at Aaron Rodgers for being selfish and putting that news out. But then he got corrected and said that Adam Schefter put that news out. Like Aaron Rodgers has said nothing this whole time. It was just reported. So he apologized. But it was weird, like this is supposed to be a draft special. These kids were having this moment, but there was a big looming shadow of Aaron Rodgers and his reports over the weekend. So we touched on it, at length a little bit at the draft show. So let's touch on it briefly. Your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers wants to leave the Packers? Do you find it credible? Do you think he'll be there? Do you think they'll move him? Or do you think he'll suck it up and just come back next season?
Man, I don't know. I mean, because he's one of the more kind of like stoic, kind of close to the vest type guys, so you kind of never really know with him. I think it's credible. I think it's justified. I mean, let's look at their drafts. Like, y'all haven't gotten this guy a receiver. Like, he has Devontae, right?
Yeah, but that was like what? Devontae's like a fourth round flyer?
That wasn't planned, right?
Yeah.
So they haven't drafted a first round guy, and you got to give him something. He has running backs. He always has a great offensive line. I used to say it last year all the time. When the Packers are good, is because they can run the ball too. Mm-hmm. Those years where he's got a legit running back, because those are the more dangerous years. But you've never gone out and gotten a number one receiver. And then you go out and draft a quarterback last year. We know the story. If you watch sports, you know this story. And the Packers are, if you look at their history, they're kind of known for this. I mean, heck, he was Jordan Love at one point when they had Brett Favre.
True.
So it's not like we've never seen this before. But, I mean, I think it's fair to say that this news shouldn't have dropped. But it wasn't like – so I guess it wasn't like, to me, his agent came out and dropped it. It was like word got to Schefter that he said this to some people. But I'm saying this to these people to drop it on draft night? I think Schefter's dropping it because Schefter knows it's draft night. It's hot. That's fire. It's before the Packers have to pick. Like, I got to get this word out. You think he's going to hold this in till somebody else drops it? He's Schefter. There's a reason why. That's like Woj waiting on Chris Broussard to say something. It's not happening. So, yeah, I guess there's some hate to that. I get it. I get why people are upset about it because it did overshadow things, especially the Green Bay, especially the picks. But is it justified? Absolutely, man. They've never drafted to really show them that they want to keep him. When you go out and get a quarterback, to me, that was a slap in the face. And I get it, right? Everybody, well, you got to get a quarterback at some point, and their mantra is, their MO is, we're going to go get a guy that we think can be our future, not a guy that's just going to come in here that's automatic backup and he's going to never be anything more because we got Aaron Rodgers. They tend to go get guys that they think are going to be the next in waiting. It's just that while y'all were doing that, y'all never got anybody else. Brett Favre had receivers. He had Antonio Freeman. He had players with him,
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gave Aaron Rodgers nothing since Jordy and them left.
Brett was clearly on the decline, though. Like, Aaron Rodgers was nowhere. Was it closest?
MVP.
You got a coach catering to his style of offense, and then you get another quarterback. So his FETU was like, I'm gonna go win this MVP real fast.
Right. Let me go show you.
Let me go show you what I still got in the tank. Listen, as a Lions fan, sit out, hold out, retire. Hell, retire. You understand me? I want it all. I want all the drama that Green Bay could have. I hate Green Bay. I hate them. They're the worst franchise to the pit of my soul, I hate Green Bay. You understand me? Wearing a cheese hat would be the ultimate disgust. I would never wear a Green Bay jersey. I wouldn't even make a bet to make the possibility of that happening. You understand me? I would pass through Green Bay, Wisconsin in a huff. But yeah, this is weird. I feel like if they wanted to move him, the draft would have been their best time to move him because the possibility of a pick is always the best than the actual picked player, So if, I read something today that was like, straight out of left field, what about a Russell Wilson for Aaron Rodgers, switch? Who knows? I don't want to see that. I don't want Russell Wilson in the NFC North. I don't want that either. But
Aaron Rodgers for Jimmy Garoppolo switch. That's what
no, that's not even fair.
But I mean, you want what's in return to be crappy.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take Jimmy G. I'll take Jimmy G twice a month, twice a year.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how that unfolds and how that goes from there. All right. So last subject of the day is NBA is going strong. LeBron's back. AD's playing minutes. Some of these guys are getting more healthier. Still, there's a lot of positioning and jockeying going on more this year than ever because of the play-in tournament. We got a play-in tournament eerily similar to last year in the bubble. We thought it was just bubble ball, but no, the commissioner wanted to see it in a full season. So bubble ball. So tournament life goes like this: the seeds 1 through 6 automatically get into the playoffs.
Okay.
Seeds 7 through 10 play each other in a tournament. So 7 and 8 play each other for the 7th seed. The person who wins that automatically gets a 7th seed. While 9 and 10 play each other. The loser of that game, no playoffs. The winner of that game goes to play the loser of the 8-7 seed, and those two teams play it out to be the 8th seed.
But doesn't the team that lost the 7 and 8 game don't they have to lose?
They have to lose twice to be out of the playoffs. They only have to win once.
The 8-9 game or the 9-10 game.
They have to win twice.
Has to win twice, right?
Yep. So, like I think right now it would be, I think the 8-9 in the West would be, I think the Trailblazers in Dallas. No, the Trailblazers in Memphis would be the 7-8. And then the 9-10 would be
Golden State, San Antonio right now.
San Antonio, yep. So Golden State beat San Antonio. They'll go to, the play-in. And let's say the Trailblazers beat Memphis. So the Trailblazers would be the 7th seed locked in. Even if they were the 8th seed at the start, they move up to the 7th seed. So, and then it would be Golden State versus Memphis for the 8th seed. So Memphis would have to lose twice not to make the playoffs. Golden State would have to win twice to make the playoffs. So it's a lot of intrigue, extra, games and extra competition. Now, I remember last year in the bubble when I think I texted you after that game. I was like, man, this Memphis-Portland game is ridiculous because they was going at it to get into the playoffs.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to that. But stars like Luka Doncic and Mark Cuban say they don't approve. They don't like it because they're on the cusp. They don't like it. They just want to make the playoffs because they feel like they deserve it.
They're on the cusp, but they're tied for 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. Okay.
Yeah. So it can go either way. Like they're fighting right now. So they're fighting for that 6th seed, honestly. They used to fight for the 8th seed. Now people fight for the 6th seed. So they don't have to do the play-in tournament. So Steph Curry said he likes it. It creates more intrigue. LeBron came out yesterday and said he hates it. The person who created it should be fired. So what say you? Are you interested in this play-in tournament? Is the NBA doing right by the fans?
I could be a purist here and run with the purist mentality and go, hey, listen, keep everything normal. And I kind of felt that way about bubble ball last year with kind of the way they approached that. But then it was fun. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, the NBA has a way with changing things, and it works out to be super entertaining because that's what they're good at is entertainment. And this is part of the soap opera that is the NBA, is the complaining and the whining. And of course, the guys that are sitting there at the 5 spot, you're complaining, and the guys are sitting at the 9th spot in Golden State. Oh yeah, this is another opportunity for us. I mean, it is what it is. You'll take that. You're saying the right things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, win basketball games, win your games, and then you don't have to worry about it. Is it interesting? Yes, it's going to be interesting. There's no way it can't be, because when we're in a couple weeks, when we're done with all the bickering and fussing, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
And we're gonna watch it because we want to see what happens.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be interesting. I get why those that are complaining, but at the end of the day, it is, it is what it is. You can complain all you want to, but watch how this becomes entertaining, and you better win to get in. So I don't want to say I'm looking forward to it, but as a sports fan, I'm definitely gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like the play-in situation last year. And I feel like it curves what they were looking for. It curves tanking, right? This time, in the previous years, if you're not making the playoffs, you tank, try to leave, try to get the best draft spot possible. The more ping pong balls, the more losses. And now it's actually bringing out some kind of competitive fire out of these guys to try to get into the game. Like the Washington Wizards went on an 8-game winning streak to try to compete for the 10th spot in the East, so they can make the play-in game. So teams that would have normally tanked or shut guys down off of small injuries, now they actually got something to fight for. And some of these games aren't as lopsided, so I kind of like it. I get the purist though. I get the purist point of view.
I said leave it alone. Season's long enough. What happened to best 3 out of 5? Use that with the 7 through 10. And I think, to be honest with you, I think this is a one and done situation, because I thought I heard a report when I was watching the game the other night over the weekend. I thought I heard like Jalen and them say, or maybe it was even on a broadcast, kudos to the NBA, because I think they've already announced that they are going to go back to normal. Like, they're giving these guys a full off season, and then I think next year they're back to 82 games, and it's just a regular season. I thought I heard that. Don't quote me on that, but I think this might be a one and done situation. I think the reason it's happening is because of the shortened season. But we'll see. But I mean, I get it. Like I said, I could take the purist route on this one, but I get it. I get it why people would want things to stay the same. But listen, at the end of the day, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch it.
I type in NBA play-in tournament. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 articles. LeBron whines about play-in tournament. LeBron rips play-in tournament.
Yeah.
LeBron says tournament creator needs to be fired.
Yep.
LeBron James childish criticism of NBA play-in tournament. So, yeah.
Yep. Pop said somebody play defense. 7-footer shooting threes. Pierced. Pierced alert.
Yes.
I hear you, Pop. I hear you.
Your 7-footers going to win the MVP, and Jokic or Embiid shooting threes.
Yep. Yep.
But it'll be fun to see. I think the end of the season is coming up in a couple weeks now, and they're on the 72-game season.
The first playing game.
Who?
May 16th, I think, is the first playing game.
Oh, that's closer than I thought. All right, so with that said, we appreciate everybody. Once again, if you're watching right now, make sure you share. Make sure you tag your favorite sports friend in the feed. We got everybody in here. Appreciate you guys coming in, commenting live on the show. We'll be back next Monday, each Monday. So make sure you're on live on Facebook Live or on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, all at Academy Sports Show. But the most important is to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and trigger that notification bell. That way you get a notification every time we go live, just in case we just want to pop up on you one day. All right, sir. So we tackled the draft. We played What the Meme. We did Aaron Rodgers talk. We talk about the play-in tournament. Next up is the Eliminator.
Eliminator!
The Eliminator. We both pick a player that plays this week leading up to next week their points are our points, and whoever wins that matchup gets the tally mark for the week. As of right now, I believe we are tied either 3-3 or 4-4, one of those two.
3-3.
3-3. So the playoffs are around the corner. I don't know if we want to continue this through the playoffs. It'll be harder if we got people that we're gonna have to pick some real B players. We have to pick some real B and C players. If we continue through the playoffs. So we want to get these good players out the way now. So Joey has told me that I get the first pick this week. All right. I'm picking a guy I have not picked yet. I don't think I picked him yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have I picked Luka Doncic? I don't believe I have.
I don't think you have.
So I'm going to pick Luka Doncic Thursday, May 6th against the Nets at home. So hopefully his competitive fervor requires him to go all out to try to beat the vaunted Nets.
Vaunted. You used the word vaunted on the show. That was good. Going with
I use fervor and vaunted in the same sentence.
Nice. I'm going with the Joker. I'm going with the Joker on Wednesday, May 5th against the New York Knicks.
Ooh, all European week. All right, Joker versus Doncic this week. Let's see who wins. All right, so let's pay the bills. We appreciate you guys as always. Our sponsor today being Mr. Mike Vaughn's Plumbing. Both licensed and insured, Vaughn's Plumbing provides top quality services at great prices. Whether it's just getting up to cold water proofing the daily home services, we suggest you call the man.
313-304-7786.
VaughnsPlumbing.com. Gives you a map of all the areas that they service as well as the services that they provide. But we suggest you call the man.
313-304-7786.
Because that man right there is the real MVP. And once again, if you want to get in contact with us, it is academysportshow@gmail.com, or you see the links. You see the at symbols. Mine is at Dre_on-air. His is at JWill02. If you want to hit us up, follow us, or just DM us. That's the best way to do it. They get right to us. Or if you just want to email the show as a whole, it is academysportshow@gmail.com. And once again, the YouTube is the best way to subscribe and to support the channel. All right, Pop said, "Okay, I listen. I do my research. I got you. I'm picking the Don. Did that nickname stick for him, the Don? I don't think it's.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's that. Appreciate it, Mama V. Is Will still up on picks? No, he is not. We are tied. He picked Steph Curry on a roll. Steph Curry was white hot." Gave him a 14-piece biscuit the next week.
Bucket of chicken. Yep.
So Steph Curry let him down last week. So it is tied. So this week it is Luka Doncic versus the Joker. So we'll see who comes out on that one. Anything else, my brother?
Big shout out to my mom. Happy birthday to her. Tomorrow is her birthday. She's celebrating another year.
Good job.
Blessings and love. So big shout out to my mama. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, moms. All right. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
And man, we'll see you guys next week, Monday night, 7 o'clock, same time, same place. Have a great weekend.